you cool, you get some kind of, yeah, I liked it. And obviously it wasn't the wrong idea. They would be begging me, you know, man, let's go.
No one on the corner had swagger like too cool for school.
Made you feel like this is what I've got to do?
For me, nigga, don't test my shit. Don't test me.
Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., born September 27, 1982, known professionally as Lil Wayne, is an American rapper, one of the most influential hip-hop artists of his generation. He's widely regarded as one of the greatest rappers of all time. Born and raised in New Orleans, he was discovered by fellow New Orleans-based rapper Birdman in 1993, signing to the latter's record label Cash Money Records at the age of 11. In the following years, he emerged as a flagship artist of Cash Money Records before ending his association with the imprint in June 2018. He was first placed in a duo with Cash Money label mate BG in 1994, known as the Bee Gees, and they released an album, True Story, in July of that year. Although Carter, at the time known as Baby D, only appeared on 3 tracks, Lil Wayne and BG then formed Southern hip-hop group Hot Boys with label mates Juvenile and Turk in 1997. They released their debut album, Get It How You Live, in October of that year. The Hot Boys gained mainstream success following the release of their second album, Guerrilla Warfare, in 1999, as well as their hit single, Bling Bling. The group briefly disbanded after the album due to each member, besides Lil Wayne, parting ways with the label, although one further album, Let 'Em Burn, was released. Lil Wayne's debut studio album, The Block Is Hot 999, quickly achieved commercial success and served as his breakthrough as a solo act. Followed by Lights Out in 2000 and 500 Degrees in 2003, he reached wider popularity and critical acclaim with his 4th and 5th albums, The Carter and The Creator 2, as well as several mixtapes and collaborations throughout 2006 and 2007. He propelled to the forefront of hip-hop with his 6th album, The Creator 3, 2008. With first week sales of over 1 million units in the US, the album won the Grammy Award for Best Rap Album and was supported by his first Billboard Hot 100 #1 single, Lollipop, featuring Static Major. The top 10 singles, Emily and Got Money, featuring T-Pain, and the top 20 single, Mrs. Officer, featuring Bob V and Kid Kid.
Go through our own process and we just make art. I don't think we think too much about our process. We usually just follow our instincts and we make shit we like.
Yeah.
But to have success at the level you've had success, there's got to be a process there that is, there's a winning formula, there's a process. You know what I mean? And not that you're thinking formulas, but replicating success is very hard for people to do.
Yeah. My answer, I mean, as far as the process for me, if there's a question, if the question is what's the simple answer for me is consistency. And it's not about, when I say that, I don't mean being consistently successful or making us, in our profession, making a hit, making a good, I don't mean being successful with that. I mean being consistent with that. I mean, whatever your process is, being consistent to your process. And what I mean by that, I literally do this every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every day. And so the answer to how or why you do it every day, I think the simple cliche answer is because I love it, but nah, the true answer is it lies within inside of me. And I think that's the answer to it all. The true answer is me trying to find whatever that is inside of me every day. And I've been doing this for a long, long time. And I just still find whatever I find and I put it out there.
Yeah.
And I don't aim for success. I don't aim for it to be a hit. I don't aim for it to be this. I just be the best at it at that time. Whatever the song was, whatever the situation is, be the best me I can be. And hopefully it works. And because the only reason why I say hopefully is because if you ask me to do it again, that's exactly all I can do.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I just did, the best me I can be. And so the process, consistency, reason why, I'll never know the reason. I am the reason why.
Yeah.
You figure the reason out, you know?
It's funny, me and Benj were talking about you. One of the words we said coming from being a fan, right, and listening to your music, but then being around you enough times to get a sense of you, right, a real sense of you. Yeah. The one word we actually said, top of mind, both of us said it, was consistent.
I appreciate it. I'm glad it
because you've been in this world that we're all in this entertainment sphere. It's a big world. Yeah. You meet all kinds of people, and I give everybody space to be them who they are. So I don't really judge how someone rolls. Everyone has to roll the way they need to to feel safe in a sometimes hostile environment. Because entertainment can be weirdly hostile in some ways. Yeah. So you find that entertainers all have to set their lives up sometimes when they're dealing with all these different stressors they have to manage. And so you see all different types of approaches to that. Of course. And then you meet people who you could go, oh, the way he does it, you take notes on how you maybe want to change things that you do.
Exactly.
And we were talking about you today, and the word that both top of mind, consistent.
I appreciate it.
It's very consistent. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I mean, I try to make sense of it for the listener, for the observer. And I mean, when you said replicate, you said replicate what you do. That's just being consistent. I mean, being consistent, believing in it. You said, I mean, putting something down that you like. Hopefully, in my case, as always, I'm a perfectionist, so I gotta love it. And still, once I give it back, once I put it, I'm still gonna hear something I should have said. I should have did this.
Yeah. You're picking it apart after always.
That's that, but stay consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and again, doing something over and over and over, it can tire anybody. It's gonna tire anybody out. You can get tired of it, you can get sick of it, or you wanna do this at a certain time, or you wanna go off, branch off and do it. If you are, thank God, if you are successful, you wanna bask in that, you wanna live some of that success out. You wanna see what that, you wanna live that out. And that's when I found out the difference in myself.
Right.
And it wasn't about.
Lil Wayne was enrolled in the gifted program at Lafayette Elementary School. He later attended Eleanor McMahon Secondary School for 2 years, where he was an honor student, member of the drama club, playing the Tin Man in the school's production of The Wiz. After matriculating to Marion Amberson Senior High School, Carr dropped at the age of 14 to focus on his music career. Lil Wayne wrote his first rap song at the age of 8. In the summer of 1991, he met a rapper on Cash Money Records, co-founder Brian Baby Williams, known as Birdman, who mentored him and encouraged his love of hip-hop. Birdman included Lil Wayne on several Cash Money tracks, and Lil Wayne often records to Kevin Rudolph's album To Sky. He appeared on tracks I Made, Cash Money Heroes, and Spin Your Face. Lil Wayne released his 10th album, I'm Not Human Being, on his 28th birthday, September 27, 2010. The album has sold over 950,000 copies in the US and spawned a successful single right above it, which peaked at number 6 on the Billboard 100. Car 4 was delayed into 2011 after Lil Wayne began recording from scratch after release from prison. He described his first song since release as a 2010 version of A Million Steroids. The lead single from the Car 4, 6 Foot 7 Foot, featuring Corey Guns, was released on December 15, 2010. On March 28, Carr released another song, We Back Soon. Though it was not included on the official track listing of the Car 4, the second single, John, featuring Rick Ross, was released on March 24th. In an interview on March 29th, Lil Wayne announced that he would retire at the age of 35, saying that I would feel selfish still going to the studio when it's such a vital point in the lives of his 4 children.
So, they've done this a million times, but you can sort of
answer it. Yeah.
You know,
okay. Yes, right.
So, let's start somewhere near the beginning. Could you tell us whereabouts you grew up?
For me, for Lil Wayne, it began in New Orleans, Louisiana, Carrollton, 17th Ward, Holly Grove. What you may call your area, what you may call your village, what you may call your home, that's mine. That's my hood. That's what we call it. That's my everything. I live for that. I die for that. I came from there, and I promise you do not want to go there.
And he was slanging weed, coke, or whatever.
Some weed. They had some weed.
A white boy, yeah. I'm just letting you know, shit.
It's a good hustle.
Yeah. White kids was the only one that was on that shit that young. 7th, 8th grade. It's only white kids smoking weed at that time. Besides, I was not putting all my business on it. This is a story about Wayne. Nothing to do with me.
No, you already told us.
Stop saying I already told you, man.
You already told us about in the parking lot of high school, classmates smoking blunts before class every day.
Man, my mama could not see this shit, man. Y'all are crazy. My mama don't know that, man.
Well, let's speak about your growing up in New Orleans, and I was just wondering, you got shot, right? You shot yourself by accident.
Yeah, it was an accident.
What happened?
Oh, nothing, just an accident. I was young, stupid, tripping, high. That's cool. I'm here making buku money. Yeah. Shout out to How to Go, that was on Monroe Street too. Shout out How to Go, Leanders in Monroe, you heard me. My nigga Kellen had got shot like 3 weeks after that in the same apartment. Shout out him, he lived too. He shot himself too. Shout out Kellen. And the fucking, he tripping, him in his little round playing, wigging. Shout out Kellen, man.
Lil Wayne cited rapper Missy Elliott as his biggest musical inspiration, saying she's such a huge influence on everything I've done. Another one of his major influences is American hip-hop group Goody Mob. In an interview with Genius, Lil Wayne said, "I've listened to Goody Mob since I was in 7th grade." For his MTV Unplugged special, Lil Wayne paid tribute to Tupac by covering his music. It was a pulled inspiration from Tupac's Keep Your Head Up for 2011 single How to Love. Additionally, he's mentioned T-Pain, Prince, Wyclef Jean, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Alicia Keys, and Lenny Kravitz as influences. Say that I viewed them seriously. I was like, wow, I could do that without being totally them. Lil Wayne and rapper Cowboy paid homage to Hill on their 2021 single, Miseducation, titled after Lauryn Hill's 1998 album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. According to American songwriter Lil Wayne, credits for inspiring him to freestyle rhymes while recording over an instrumental, as opposed to writing down lyrics. Lil Wayne also credits Notorious Big as an influence. Lil Wayne is one of the most inspiring artists of all time. Inspired so many artists. So many. Like Kendrick, Tyga, Future, Young Thug, Trippie Redd. A plethora of artists cite Lil Wayne as a very big inspiration on their musical style. And he is so versatile in anything he does. Whether it's rapping, singing, whatever he does, he's so versatile. Any verse he drops on any song is a hit. He knows how to make hits back to back. He can make beautiful music back to back without even breaking a sweat. He's music incarnate, if you think about it. Lil Wayne is a very, very big inspiration to a lot of your favorite rappers. He inspired them, and he's still out here dropping verses with big features and still plan to drop mixtapes. He should be retired by now due to his age, but he's still going strong. I mean, longevity. He will be remembered as one of the greatest rappers of all time. It's been Nazaro, and yeah, seek adventure.
To see it, but I need to see the C be a B next time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The next time it need to be an A. And it was only, and I always knew it was not because you better be a doctor, or you better be a lawyer, or you better be smart. That was only because you better not end up being what we see around here.
Right.
You know, and so that was another driving force to pay attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I can't break a C back home. So, and also while I'm paying attention, I'm actually paying attention. And so what that means is it actually does help me. And it did help me in my career.
Yeah, regardless of the reason at the beginning.
Yeah.
You start to understand, what I always say is, what we think is our weakness is actually our strength.
Yeah.
So you grew up in a tough place, right? You get to see a lot of raw reality. Everything. And where you could say that affected me in this way, that way, lots of people could argue that was a negative circumstance, which it was in a lot of ways, statistically.
In its ways, yes.
Yeah. But you could also say that it tuned you up.
Yeah, definitely.
And gave you capabilities that you wouldn't have otherwise needed.
Yeah.
That served you to this day.
Very well. Yeah.
I think that there's something about a strong woman
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I married one. I was saying the strongest woman I know. I've been with her for 17 years. That there's a reason why.
Yeah.